I know we're running out of time. I'll take the mail on this one. I know that we can do better. I know that we can do better, and this is a film that's a testament to it.
Do you ever get the feeling people are incapable of not caring?
So the makeup is stunning, and there's so much preparation and effort that went into making it look just right. But Brendan, what was it like when you first stepped on set? How did you feel about yourself? How did you feel about other people reacting to you?
The test was done early on before we shot, and it took 6 hours to get into. That was just the test. Now, if we didn't get the makeup authentic, then I guess Darren said, we don't have a movie. So there was a lot hinging on that. Adrien Morot did an amazing job. It's what he does. He had complete control over it, given that he used digital procedures to create the applications. So he could, down to the size and pinpointing of moles, everything. It was appropriately cumbersome, should be. The mandate was that it was a costume that would obey physics, gravity, to differentiate it from all the films that we've seen over the years that really just cut a silhouette around a more or less athletic actor. And it was often, used as some sort of pejorative joke or a one-note gag, or, this is not that. This is a person. This is a person living with obesity, and his mental health, his physical health is threatened as a result. His pursuit of authenticity is who he is as a person. And the people who come through this 2-bedroom apartment, all in search of salvation, all have an opinion about who he is by how he presents. So we had to get the makeup right. And I firmly believe that we did. How did it feel? Well, when it was going on and Darren leaned over my shoulder and he went, "For the rest of your life," is what he said to me. And I took that to mean, own it, live in this, accept it, be this guy. Dispense with whatever your notions of beauty and all of that. Put that aside and live the role. Let him be a man.
People are amazing.
In reading the script, I always knew that it was about a larger person, and so that wasn't the thing that was going to surprise me. What did surprise me was the internal transformation that Brendan went through. What he did at our very first table read and throughout the 3 weeks of rehearsal was so different than what I saw on set. And it was just something that astounded me and inspires me as an actor to witness. It's kind of why you keep doing this, is to get to witness transformations like that.
Sadie, first seeing Brendan, did that affect your performance?
I think just kind of feeding off of Brendan's energy and that shift that we all saw him experience. Like Hong said, it was just so inspiring, and then it just made everything feel like, okay, we're in it, like this is real.
So it took like a NASCAR pit crew to create Charlie. Yeah, there were tubes coming out of my back to keep me circulated, cool, all of that. And that also, begged the necessity to change the rhythm of way you shoot films. And since, the advent of digital and we've kind of dispensed with, magazines of film, where there's a natural pause in between setups, etc. With digital, you can keep shooting. But it meant that there had to be built-in breaks in how we did the scene work. And they were ever patient about what it took to just basically touch me up. If the shirt was in its own movie that morning or whatever, it was constantly, and it can take you out of the reality of what you're doing. Look, as long as we all believed that this was Charlie, then our audience will too.
He's on the receiving end of so many harsh truths, tough love that's meant to help, but sometimes it really cuts deep. What was it like just day after day having to dish out these harsh truths, line after line? Was that a challenge? Was it a heavy process?
Well, I think it's about finding the love and the truth in the relationship. They have so much history between them, Liz and Charlie, and I think if it's easy for you to say no to somebody or to cut yourself off from them because they're behaving in a way that you don't think is right, then that relationship isn't very deep. So if you're in a truly loving and profound relationship with somebody, you bend for them, you maybe abet in some of what's considered bad or harmful behavior, and it's not out of not caring.
Yeah, malice or anything like
Yeah.
that. Theirs is a really complicated relationship,
it's
given
tough.
that Charlie needs what he needs. She knows he needs what he needs, and when he just says her name and then she brings him food, it's really it's quite moving, and that also expresses the dynamic of him placing her in a very awkward position of being an enabler of sorts, and her having to make a decision to not chasten him yet again about something that he knows is against his own best interest, etc. But that we could believe in it, I think, is also a testament to how well this was written. Sam's always been, Sam Hunter, our writer, has said it time and again, and I'll repeat it. He says, this is a story about hard-won hope. You're going to have to work to earn it. And we might not succeed by story's end. We don't know that. That's the breathlessness of watching this movie that I find. But I do know that you're going to feel differently about whatever you walked in the door with, whatever preconceived notion you had. It will change by the time the credits show.
Yeah, and most audiences will be in tears as well when they've gone on that journey.
And they might not know why.
Yeah.
And that's not important that they do know why, but it's a step forward. And I think I know we're running out of time, but I know I'll take the mail on this one. I know that we can do better. I know that we can do better, and this is a film that's a testament to it. Thank you. Thank you.